Okay, check this out, everybody. My name is Leslie W. I live in La Jolla, and I want you to look at something here. This bag right here came from Walmart, and I bought some crude socks from them. Okay, starter socks. Now, what I do with bags like this is I usually keep them for camping purposes, Take the socks out, I obviously wear them, and then what I'll do is when I go camping, I'll put things that are in these types of bags and then double them, triple them with other bags that I got handy, whether they be a clear or just regular Walmart bags like these, like the gray ones, like those right there. Okay. But the point being is that this kind of bag is more thicker. It's plastic than just your regular bag that you get when you go shopping. Okay. Now, why am I telling you this? Well, I'll get to that in 1 second. In fact, hold on a second. Just 1 second, okay? You'll understand why I'm making this video in about 2 seconds. I'm going to light a cigarette because I'm taking a break. So I thought I'd make this video while I'm taking the break. Check this out. You see this, I put things in these kinds of bags and then reinforce them with other bags in order to keep what's in the bag dry. Now, recently I got caught in the rain. This bag got caught in the rain as well, and actually what was put in it, I didn't have time to reinforce it like I usually do because of my schedule. So as a result, it got wet. So for the last few days, I've been drying things out. Hold on. I've been drying things out that got wet. Today's date is March 13th. It's Thursday. It's either March 12th or 13th. Thursday, 2015. And so what I've been doing for the past 4 or 5 days is airing things out and then refolding them, rebagging them that got wet because it rained last week for 3 days. 3.5 days, actually. Let me take a puff off my cigarette. Now, as a result of going through this stuff, in order to take the items out that got wet, dry them out, okay, and then pulling the bags inside out because the water got inside the bag as well. This one had enough time to dry out today, so I started putting stuff back into it, okay, for camping purposes, and look at what I found. Bada boom. What do you think that is, ladies and gentlemen? That's a circuit. That's a circuit right there. Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm bringing this up. Go to Google and type in Walmart and gang stalking. Okay? And look at all the videos that come up. YouTube and Google it. Okay? Now also type in tracking and gang stalking. Okay? Now, when you go to Google and type in gang stalking and cell phone tracking, you'll see that it's all over the internet, that's one of the ways they are able to determine where a target's at in real time at all times in order to prop up the staged events, the staged arrests, the staged assaults, even rapes, robberies, whatever. Now, tracking of a target's cell phone is already all over the internet in reference to that being a method of gang stalking. Just Google it. I'm gang stalked at Walmart every time I go there. Every time I go there. Now, why am I saying this? Walmart will say that this is done for security purposes because of theft, which is probably what it, which I'm sure is what it is for. But I want to bring this to your attention because, well, once you pay for these socks, how do we know that the circuit has been deactivated? So think about this. Say if you go pick up a pair of socks at Walmart, hold on, and you pay with a credit card or a check. It's got your name, address, birthday, social security number, and everything. Now, we all know about identity theft, right? And we all know that organized crime groups are involved in more than identity theft. If you're educated, you know it, and I'm educated because I've been researching these criminalities for a decade. Absolutely. The point being is that this can be used as a tracking device. I'm not saying that it is, and I'm not saying it at all. I'm not even implying it. I'm just saying, look at it this way. In organized stalking and gang stalking expeditions, it's organized crime in the system that perpetrates these criminal realities at the federal, state, and county level. And within counties are cities and towns. Okay, now we're talking about organized crime in this system at the federal, state, and county level using their employment descriptions to achieve their objectives. So, if we got gang stalking perpetrators inside of Social Security, Social Services, the police department, DA's office possibly, Okay, prosecutor's office. Okay, do these in hospitals, psychiatrists, county mental health, you name it. Hold on. Institutions and corporations are involved in gang stalking as well. So, they have all your personal information, okay? Now, think about this. If the state's involved in gang stalking, which I already know they are, it's all over the internet they are, okay? Look at your DMV nowadays. Are they putting these kinds of chips and interlacing them within, okay, the plastics of your driver's licenses? In closing, go to Google and type in Jessica Miles. It's either KTPS or KSPS, Minnesota reporter gang stalking. She's got a blog online. Now, there's some things in that blog that you're not going to be able to make sense of at all. In fact, you're probably going to think it sounds bizarre. You're not going to be able to understand what's in that blog entirely unless you extensively research gang stalking in depth. Okay? But she is stating in that blog that police officers have accessed her license number over 500 times in 1 month. Is that how they're tracking her? So they can prop up the staged harassment around her concerning her. This is food for thought, ladies and gentlemen. Never trust law enforcement, no matter how much you think that they're just there to protect you and your community. Never trust. Let me tell you something right now. My father was Chief MP to General Curtis LeMay. You know what he told me when I was little? He said, never talk to the police. Never offer them any information, and just never talk to them. You know that old saying, they will say anything they will use anything you say against you? If a corrupt criminal cop is trying to set you up, and you're being gang stalked, and since the method of gang stalking is to call you mentally ill so they can put you away to make money off you, okay? Federal, state, and local funds, straw people. Okay, so if you're being gang stalked, be very, 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 very careful about who you trust when it comes to the police. DA's office as well. Make no mistake about it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Food for Thought. My name is Leslie Williams, and I am not implying, implicating, or anything that this is being used as a tracking device, but I'll tell you another thing. In closing, I saw a guy, he was a black guy. He was making a YouTube video about Walmart, and he talked about these tracking devices. Okay? And he flat out said that, he talked about these kinds of circuitry being put in clothing. He literally stated they could be used as tracking devices, and I used to be an electrical engineer student, so I already know how this circuitry works. In reference to, I know enough about electronics to know that once something is made like this and activated, okay, it's got a code in here, a programmed code. How do you think they're using it? Okay? So who is to say that this thing is deactivated once you walk out of the store? That's food for thought, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Leslie W. I'm in San Diego, California. Today's date is March 13th, 2015, Thursday. Everybody have a good day and stay safe.